Hello my friends, Tudagamon here. This is a quite important video, if for anything else, because I am starting today a new series of benchmarks. I have installed my GTX 1070 on the old Core i7-860, and I will run a few benchmarks to see how it fares, how the 860 fares with the 1070. I'm going to start with Quantum Break today, and as always this recording is done on an external recorder at 60 frames per second, so what you will see in this video will be pure performance as in all my videos. Old viewers know the drill. The Core i7-860 is overclocked to 4 GHz. We saw that momentarily, but let me put some load on it just to be clear. There it is. The system has 12 GB of memory, and the graphics card is a single GTX 1070 made by KF82. Latest force were installed, and it is also a little overclocked in order to reach 2 GHz of core clock. We will verify that at the end of the video. I'm going to use Fraps for this benchmarking video. DirectX 11 works fine with Fraps, so no problems here. What you see here is my previous benchmarking result of the GTX 970 with the 860, and below we will see the 1070 result. This run was CPU limited for sure, but I'm pretty sure we will see some frames that will be faster, so I'm expecting a performance increase. What I don't know is how much, so we're going to see that together. This is the first time I'm benchmarking this game, and in most of my videos we're going to see the performance together. I am not forgetting anything. Yes, I am actually forgetting something. Let me change this color to dark green so I can distinguish them from other videos, and I'm launching the game. Okay, the game has loaded. Let me go to the display options. As in all my Quantum Break videos, I'm using the Ultra preset. I am only disabling vertical sync, of course, and that's why the graphics preset changes to custom, but it is Ultra without vertical sync, and that's it. So let me go to my timeline and load my usual benchmark location, which is the campus escape. I prefer the lighter green. I don't like that too much, but that's okay. I have to distinguish the videos somehow. Okay, I'm skipping this first cutscene, and I'm starting the benchmark.
That was the first time my power
at this
started
point.
to manifest. An out-of-control burst of energy that saved Will.
Jack, your proximity to the pulse, it must have altered your relation to the chrono.
Will, what I just did back there, what the hell is happening?
That's what I'm telling you.
Not in the right language.
Explosion make time go bad. If time is an egg, then that egg is fucking broken. A time egg is fucked.
What? Why is there an egg in this?
There's a fracture in time. It's breaking down, leading to the end of time, and door
What?
locked. They cut my security clearance. Ah! That didn't help.
Stand back. I'll get it open.
HQ, securing the
Will,
server room. Over.
more of them. Hide.
They're coming. In here. I warned Paul about this. About the calculations. I tried to make her listen to me.
By shoving a gun in my face?
Yes, a gun. The universal symbol for shut the fuck up and listen to me.
Sound logic is always...
Shh.
You...
No, what? I don't know. Here on this side. We sure he didn't head back up to the lab? He could have gone back and tried to take the service elevator out of it.
This doesn't make any sense. How?
Orders are to
Why
keep
are you even here?
That's your biggest concern right
Backup's
now?
en route to flush him out.
Paul brought me here to clean up your mess.
My mess? Do you even...
We can't see shit in there. May have to crawl behind.
Raider team, target spotted exiting the service elevator.
We heard her. Let's go.
You have no context for any of this, Jack. You weren't here. A lot happens in 6 years. This is bigger than us. Can't make it personal.
They're trying to kill us, Will. It's pretty goddamn personal.
Listen, getting you involved is the last thing I wanted. I'm sorry.
Right.
Fracture in time is only gonna get worse. We have to stop this before it's too late.
How?
First, we have to get to my car. You're better at the door thing.
Will, get out!
Target's armed. Opening fire.
Get down! Yeah, I know.
Go, go, go!
Stay down. Then stop fucking shooting at us! God damn it!
Reloading! Suppressive fire!
Will, are you okay?
I think so. But Jack, that was...
I know. This is way out of hand.
I'd used a gun before. I'd been in a couple tough spots. Never had an army of pro gunmen chase me.
Not good. This is not good. Wait. It's coming down. Hide!
Not again. Come on, come on, come on.
Take him down!
You guys are wearing monitors.
Monarch, circle around! Monarch fire!
You tell me.
Hey! One fall!
Time's acting up again.
No surprise. We have to go.
Raider team, Jack and William Joyce been detained.
Did you hear that? They know our names. They knew we'd be here.
They must be after the machine.
We can't go to your car. Monarch could be expecting that.
We have to, Jack. It's important. To fix the fracture, we need to get to my car.
Okay, just walk me through this, Will. Okay, time's broken. Fine. But now you're saying we could fix it?
In theory, I built something for such an event years ago. But finding the countermeasure won't be easy.
The countermeasure. What? Okay.
What happened?
Maybe the door's still open. Let me try.
A little unskippable cutscene here. This will affect the benchmark just a tiny bit,
Well?
but nothing too serious.
Frozen again.
Somehow I could focus and unfreeze Will, even if the world was still frozen.
Stunner. She was right. About the fracture.
Fucking
About all
stutter,
this.
man.
Where's your car?
This way.
I met this girl. I'm gonna get on my way here. She's not unfreezing. It worked on you. Why isn't it working on the others?
I don't know. It may have to do with chronon exposure. Look at them all. It's a goddamn invasion. What are they doing? Why? They're taking everybody, every witness to what they've done. We can get to the parking lot through the lecture hall.
You said you were prepared for this, that you knew it was gonna happen. How?
Beth Wilder. It's complicated. I'll explain in the car. Through this door. Stuff has collapsed. For now. Oh no, no. My car. They're patrolling the parking lot. Oh god, it's...
Okay. Okay, Will. Calm down, okay? I'll take care of this. I'll fight my way through. I'll get the car and I'll bring it around.
Are you sure you can handle this?
No. Are you sure you can fix time?
No.
Then we'll call it even.
Here. You'll need the keys. Hey, Jack. Be careful.
Yeah. Okay, I will. What the hell?
My powers were growing. I started to sense things, premonitions, echoes from the past.
Dude, goddamn time. Different parking lots, and you just had to pick this. All right, where's your car, Will?
I could see an echo of the past. Will, arriving at the university.
I hope to God I'm not too late.
That's
Another small cutscene.
past.
After a second.
Something clicked. I could reach out and stop time in a focused area.
You don't know what you're doing!
Will. Fuck. Will. I gotta get back to him. Fast. I swear to God,
And this is the end of
Screw
the
the car.
benchmark. These guys gave me a little more trouble than usual. Nothing too serious. Now this is where the fun part starts. We can see that the GTX 1070 did actually give us a little better performance compared to the 970. Quite better actually, going from 52 frames per second to 68 is quite important. Let's see, I'm a afterburner first, and we are going to continue to flat to see some comparisons. Frame rate is quite decent. The frame times are also good. The game did play very nicely. Of course, we can see that the GPU usage is also very low, as it was on the GTX 970. It was lower than max, of course, but still the resulting frame rate was quite better. I don't exactly remember the graph of the GTX 970. I remember it was CPU limited for sure. Now CPU usage seems to be medium to high. Of course, we have hyper-threading and thread switching, and for the overall CPU usage, we can see that it is mostly hovering around 50%. So we do have indeed some thread switching, a lot of thread switching actually. The CPU temps are decent, nothing too bad. GPU temps are also good. RAM usage at 5.9 gigabytes. The core clock of the video card is at 2 GHz, no problems here. I have to increase this limit. Memory usage, video memory usage jumps to 3.4, 3.5 gigabytes at some parts. The power of the card at 66%. I will definitely have to load up flat and bring up my Core i5 benchmarks as well, because things will be very interesting. No, sorry, first of all I need the name. Quantum Break Ultra. Now I'm going to name this GTX 1070 plus i7-860, which the benchmark resides benchmarks. I want this quantum break, no, not this, 534. Yes, this is the 1070. Okay, I am also going to load up the GTX 970 plus i7-860 of the same game, which was a few days back. I think this is the one I want. March 8th, yes, this is the one I want. Let me be sure. March 8th, yes, this is the one. And of course, for sure, I'm going to also bring up GTX i7 plus i5, sorry, which resides on my network drive. No problem, I will find it very easily. And this is my most recent run. This is the GTX 1070 and the i7. So this is the green, this is the blue, and this is the purple. Okay, so we went indeed in today's benchmark from 52 frames per second to 68 frames per second. A very decent performance, but still the i7, the i5, the 2500K benchmark was quite faster. We remember back then that the 970 and the 860 was only half the speed of the 1070 with the 2500, but the real comparison here is the 1070 with the 860, and we still have quite lower performance, but surely better than before. So let's focus for this video on the GTX 1070 with the i7-860. We do see some stuttering at low frame times, however, below 14-15 for the most part. We do have some jumping around here and a few delays here. These little parts are the two cutscenes, which unfortunately I cannot escape. The game gets more demanding, of course, during the end part, during the battle, and we can see that the frame times have gone above 16 milliseconds for these parts. So this is something you need to take into account when little is happening. The performance is okay, but while the action heats up, the frame times get a little worse. Sorry, I moved too quickly. Time spent beyond 16.7 milliseconds are 20%, quite a lot actually. Let me see if we have a... Yes, we have a considerable performance increase with the 1070. It was 51% for the same run on the GTX 970. So even Core i7-860 can really benefit from even a better card than the 970, although this run was also CPU limited. The 1070 can help indeed the frame times and the overall gameplay for sure. The histogram of the 1070 and the 860 shows good performance, not too bad. We have most of the frame times below 16 milliseconds and some at 17, 18 and 19. Not too bad. That's why we have a comparable of 53 frames per second. And now that this is out of the way, let's see the comparisons of the three runs. They are very similar in length, thankfully, and we can clearly see, of course, that the 2500 with a 1070 was the faster of wait a minute, I'm looking at frame times. Yes, the green is the fastest, the lowest frame times of all. Then we have the 1070 with the 860, and after that we have the 970 with the 860. Both these runs were very CPU limited, but even so the 1070 manages to produce a much better gaming experience. Now let's see the frame rate graphs. The same story also appears here. We can see how a better CPU can affect the performance of a graphics card greatly. The second one, the purple one, is the 860. The green one is the 2500. And the performance is significantly better on the Sandy Bridge processor, but even so we do get a decent performance increase going from the 970 to the 1070 on the 860. the game becomes a lot better actually. Let's see min, max and averages. All systems have the same minimum due to the two cutscenes, but after that it is a whole different story. The average is very different, 52, 68 and 106. The Sandy Bridge did really well in this benchmark, and the variability for all systems, not too bad, not great differences. The stuttering is nearly the same for all, a little higher variability on this new run for the for the 970 and 860. The 1070 did produce less variability with the 860, not bad. The percentiles also very interesting. This steep dip appears due to the cutscene again. The registered 30 frames per second of the cutscene, but after that we can see that the in-game frame times are hugely better on the Sandy Bridge with the 1070, and a very significant performance increase for the 860 just by changing from the 970 to the 1070. Very good performance increase. The game is in a whole different world, to tell you the truth. It felt very a lot better actually. Time spent beyond curves. They seem to converge on the 30 frames per second of the cutscene, but after that everything is very different. And lastly, the comparable frame rate with the variability and the stuttering. The Sandy Bridge with the 1070 are both in a whole different world of performance, and the rest of the systems below. Very good. I'm very happy with the result. They are better than I expected, considering that the 970 was also CPU limited on the same run with the 860, but still we did get a decent performance increase, which is actually on the level of 68 to 52, 30%, not bad at all. 31%, you do get a 31% performance increase just by going to a better graphics card on this specific game, of course. My friends, I will continue testing the 860 with the 1070 for a few more benchmarks. If you have a request and you want me to test something before something else, let me know in the comments. Until then, have a good one and take care.